Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Santa's Bag is a Christmas-themed game where we're playing as Santa's elves, and we're collecting parts to toys so we can deliver them to good little boys and bad little boys and girls. So in this one, you will be drawing a card. You can trade cards with other people, kind of like Settlers of Catan a little bit. And then you can play, as you collect those, you will get different combinations of cards, and then you will turn those in to build the toy, which will come with a kid that you're delivering the package to, which will score you victory points. And normally you play to a certain number of victory points, and you have a winner. This is not something you would sit down and play, with your gamer buddies or something like that, but it's a very good, light family game. And it starts teaching your children about collecting certain cards and resources, if you will, to turn those in for victory points. So it's very introductory in that regard. Has a very family-friendly theme on it, as Santa Claus and the elves and the good little boys and bad little boys and girls. And you're going to have like a young little girl who's been very good, so she's worth more points. And you're going to have like a bad little boy who's not worth as much because they haven't been as good. And you can reinforce that, good versus bad and the toys that are associated with it to get to a number of victory points. Very fun, very light little family-friendly game that will be a stepping stone to other resource management games, one I can recommend to you. I should say there is a variant where you cannot trade, and there's some little things you can do with that. I do like the trading aspect, so my children can start learning the value of things. One of these might be worth two of those or something like that to get what you want to score the points, because it's kind of a race to score points. I really like this one. My kids really like it. It's been a big winner for us, and one I'd recommend for your family. Definite winner for us. Here's Santa's Bag. You can see it's very good with the elves and Santa on the front. Very attractive for children. Open it up. The components, you can see this is the scoring. What's kind of cool, like end of long game. This is very good quality for like a little thing you keep track of. Very, very durable. Really good job they did there. You get a rule book and a cheat sheet, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. 3 sets of cards. These will have the different things and toys that you're building, the requirements and the victory points. These all have a bunch of different toys on it. You're going to have this, which will be the materials that you'll be using and needing to create the toys. You can see a whole bunch of different stuff that you're going to have. And then you're going to have the kids, and these are kind of the funniest part of it. This tells you how good they've been. So Alexander's kind of in the middle. Xavier's a really good kid. You can see a lot of diversity, genders that you'll see in here. David kind of looks like a bad kid, right? He looks all unhappy. Jacob, kind of somewhere in the middle. Elizabeth, during a temper tantrum. So these are played for laughs, and it'd be kind of cute. Cards are pretty good quality, not too bad. It's a very cheap and efficient game in order for you to purchase, so very good. So here's the rules for Santa's Bag. On the front, you can have a picture of the components, which is fantastic. A little bit of overview. Setup's up here. No picture of setup. How to play and how to go through your turns, which is pretty cool with pictures showing you how it goes through. So this could be mass market very easily. And how to end the game and how to score. You're going to have a reference sheet. We'll tell you how many of each item is in the deck. And then a little advertisement for the other ones. This could totally go mass market. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't. It's a very cute game for kids. Setup's pretty easy. You're going to take the 4 kids out and 4 toys. Each kid's going to be assigned to a toy. You get 4 cards from the part deck, each player does, then you're ready to go. On a turn, you can take one of your cards and you can offer it to another player. Say, I'd like to give up a gizmo to get a wood. If somebody does that, then you would just exchange the cards and you're done. Or you could take a card from your hand, discard it, and draw the top card from the deck. So one or the other. Trade with somebody else or trade with the bank. That's an option you have. The second thing you do is you can build a toy. So if I had the wood and the paint, for example, I give up the wood and the paint. I would discard these cards, and I would take Alexander and the rocking horse. That's going to score me 2 + 2 is 4 at the end of the game. Then you would put a new card and a new toy out. Then you would take the tracker here that's on 0 because we just started, and you'd move it up to 1, signifying 1 toy has been made. When you're playing a short game, 10 or 20 in a long game, then the game ends. You count up how many points you have. Whoever has the most points is your winner. That's kind of how you play the game. Who should buy this game? I would definitely recommend this for families, especially families that celebrate Christmas. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's still, there's no elves other than the box and stuff. You can still just be building the toys to give to children. It could be needy children. It could be family relatives. It could be a lot of things. There's a lot of diversity in the children that are included in the game and a lot of diversity in the toys and the parts that you're going to be getting. a lot of fun in this box. So even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I think it will definitely work for you. Although if you celebrate Christmas, I think that this will work twice as well for you. The idea of just getting toys to kids is really fun for families. Kids get into it. And this is a stepping stone for resource building for younger gamers. This is not something you're going to play with your buddies on a Friday night. It's going to be something for families and younger gamers. Could you play this with other... Yes, people who play Settlers of Catan could play this. It's just a little bit easier version of that, if you will. Huge hit for my family and one I highly recommend.